We, Wilhelm, by the grace of God, King of Prussia, do herewith declare that we have considered it a duty to our common fatherland to answer the summons of the united German princes and cities to accept the German imperial title.
When Napoleon invaded Germany, he accidentally aroused German anger and nationalism against him. He also, perhaps unintentionally, began the unification process by reducing the number of German states by a third. After his fall, the Congress of Vienna tried to undo everything he'd done, but they also continued the process of German unification by reducing the number of German states to 38. They formed these into the German Confederation, but this confederation was not effective. Austria was determined to prevent Germany from unifying, as a united Germany would challenge its domination of Central Europe, and no one was more determined to stop Germany than Austria's foreign minister, Prince Clemens von Metternich. He had liberal nationalist German organizations regulated or banned, and censored newspapers to the extreme. These actions led to the 1848 revolutions, where liberal nationalists and students toppled monarchies all over Europe. The liberals supported unification, but their Frankfurt Assembly was a failure, and the conservatives soon regained power.
We need a powerful ruling house. Austria's power meant a lack of power for us, whereas Prussia desired German unity in order to supply the deficiencies of her own power. Already, Prussia is Germany in embryo. She will merge with Germany.
Johann Gustav Droysen, speech to the Frankfurt Assembly, 1848. The Frankfurt Assembly failed to offer the crown of a united Germany to one monarch, and conservative kings and statesmen regained power. After the failure of the Assembly, Prussia gained power. Bismarck, chief minister of Prussia, wanted a united Germany, but not like the liberal nationalists had. He wanted to unite Germany under Prussia via blood and iron. He quickly disagreed with Parliament and, rather than compromise, became virtually a dictator. He created an extremely strong military for Prussia and fought several wars, a war with Denmark, a war between Austria and Prussia, and last and most importantly, the Franco-Prussian War. This last was not fought for any legitimate strategic reason, but rather to unite Germany fully in the face of an external foe. After the war, Germany, now united, treated France very harshly. The French resented this up to and including World War I. Prussia now dominated Germany, and the Emperor of Prussia ruled Germany. Bismarck, as Chancellor of a united Germany, pursued really quite repressive steps against socialists, liberals, Catholics, because they might threaten the unification or because they opposed his policies. He sometimes allied with liberals against clergy, but it didn't last. He persecuted socialists particularly intensely. He had them outlawed in 1878. And overall his rule was quite repressive and undemocratic. The common people had really very little voice. There was universal male suffrage, but only for the lower house, which didn't do anything important. It was essentially the English parliamentary system in reverse.
Wilhelm, by the grace of God, King of Prussia, do herewith declare that we have considered it a duty to our common fatherland to answer the summons of the United German Princes and Cities, and to accept the German imperial title. And may God grant that we and our successors on the imperial throne may at all times increase the wealth of the German Empire, not by military conquests, but by the blessing and gifts of peace, in the realm of national prosperity, liberty, and morality. Now that German unification is over, how is it being a citizen of Germany?
Well, it's better than it was before. The wars are over, taxes are a bit lower, and I even get to vote for a representative body. There's universal male suffrage, but as I'm not aristocracy, I get to vote for the lower body, which doesn't do anything. The King of Prussia has most of the power, really, which is okay because I'm Prussian and not okay because he relies on Bismarck. And well, let's say that when I voted the socialist ticket last year, things got nasty.
And how is Bismarck ruling? How do you think he's doing as a ruler?
Well, he's autocratic. He's always autocratic, but he's keeping peace. He's even introducing social security. That's nice. Good to know that during World War I will be in... Well, apparently social security won't take care of everything, but it's a good
All right. Thank you for your time.